Hello Leo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the week of February 19th through 25th. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with these cards and, use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I'm providing. Okay. Remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here we have a Two of Wands to start us out. I think that's quite a nice card. That's a good card to begin with. Then we cross it with the Tower card. So let's find out where this is going to go. Let's do our Dove and Serpent spread. We're going to lay out our cards here. And we're going to do a mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card, and for that, let's go ahead and use the Hermetic Tarot deck, right? Now, it's pre-shuffled, so we'll just take one kind of randomly from the middle, and we're going to leave that right here. We're not going to look at it until the very end, so you got to stick around to the end of the reading, and we'll see how that might tie everything together and, give us the confirmation that we're looking for at the very end, okay? So just looking around here, we have some court cards. We've got some majors, we've got some earth and fire, we've got some court cards, we've got some water and air. So it seems to be a fair balance of cards. There's really nothing that stands out like there's too much of one element. I think it's a pretty nice balance. What we're kind of looking at primarily is this Two of Wands, right? And I think you're the kind of person that really does take pride in their work, takes pride in their accomplishments. I think you're somebody with a lot of confidence. You kind of got that Leo pride about you, And I think that you are really a kind of a leader in your field or in your relationships in general, maybe just, in the home or in the workplace or just kind of everywhere. I feel like people really look to you for decisions. I think that you are usually very outgoing. Okay, I feel that there's a lot of excitement in you, and you really get eager to explore new things. You get eager to try new activities. You really do shine. It's like that's where you thrive, is in this kind of leadership role. And I think with that comes a lot of confidence. I think you need confidence to be that kind of a leader. And then being the leader kind of reinforces this confidence, But I don't think it's always that way for you. I think sometimes you really would just like to kind of relinquish control, not have the responsibility, let other people kind of take charge and just tell you what to do. It's almost like sometimes you get tired of making all the decisions, But I'm feeling like there is a strong aura about you, a strong radiance coming from you, and I think people are just naturally drawn to you, to look to you for advice, for decisions, for just for an example, and I think sometimes that can be a little tiring, honestly. I think sometimes, like I said, you just want other people to make the decisions and not really look to you for answers, because as much as you try to have all the answers, I don't think you always do. And I think there's part of you that may feel like you're letting people down if you can't really be what they expect you to be, right? So the Two of Wands here. This is some really, really good, stable fire energy coming from you this week. And it's interesting that we have this Tower card, because I wonder what the real fight, what the real crisis is going to be for you this week, It almost seems to me with the court cards that we have here and some of these other water cards, we've got the Empress over there. I wonder if there's some kind of a dispute going on in your family, or something, some group of people that feels like a family. Okay, it could be your work family. It could be your, blood family, it could be your chosen family. But I feel like there's something going on here, and everyone's kind of looking to you to be the mediator kind of thing, I feel like there is this sense of kind of having to start over, or overcoming a certain obstacle so that everyone can start fresh. I don't know if this is a family business, perhaps, or if there's some kind of a financial issue going on with your family or in the home. If this is a work thing, I think that is kind of pretty self-explanatory. But I feel like there's really a breakthrough needed. There's some kind of like big idea, big solution that people are looking to you to kind of come up with. And so I feel like it is, it's kind of a big burden on you. It has this, with the Two of Wands especially, it feels like this is all on you now. And you've got to somehow come up with this magical solution that's going to solve all of these problems and lead to this kind of tower moment, right? Where we overcome and we kind of, we bring in this solution, we bring in this new system, or whatever the fix really is, and that's going to make everything all better again. Okay? So it feels like a lot of kind of unreasonable expectations that are being put on you right now. And again, this could be from family, it could be from friends, it could be from a work family, blood family, chosen family, I'm not sure. I guess we'll go to the recent past here with this Empress card. Okay, the Empress card could really be talking about family. It seems that there may have been some issue with the family in the recent past. Again, I'm feeling this issue that like there's some kind of a dispute or some kind of an argument over money or maybe over some kind of inheritance. I almost get this feeling that it's like over some kind of goods, like things, like jewelry or possessions or the estate or something, right? Kind of get that. I get that kind of a vibe from some of these cards, that it's over some kind of a material thing. It could be that there is some valuable somewhere and the family's kind of arguing about it, right? But I definitely feel like in the recent past there was something to do with like the matriarch of the family. So, grandma, great-grandma, mom. And I don't know if they are still with us on this plane or if they have passed, but I feel like there is something related to their estate, something related to their domain, really, right? The Two of Wands here, the key word for that card is domain or dominion. So this is like, the area over which this Empress may rule. Okay, so it's something to do with the estate, with the home perhaps, maybe selling the home or, bequeathing the home or something like that. But this person is, in some way, shape, or form, not able to be in control any longer, okay? Now, I don't want to anticipate any kind of medical or health-related issues. This person may have already passed. It could be that the burden now for this responsibility falls on you for whatever reason. Okay, so it's almost like there's kind of a transfer of this dominion. There's almost like a handing off of the torch from this matriarch figure that we get with the Empress to yourself. And I feel like now it's kind of a disaster, and it's kind of, it's a lot of chaos. We've got this tower energy. It's a lot of confusion, a lot of disorganization, and it's falling on you to kind of fix it, okay? Above everything, we see a Five of Pentacles. This is telling me that it is something related to some kind of goods, some kind of material things, the estate, the possessions, the home. I'm still getting the sense of like jewelry or something, or some kind of like valuables, like in a box or something somewhere. I don't know if that is ringing a bell or not. But it does feel like there is something kind of shifting with all of this, with these possessions, with this, in this material world, there is some instability. Okay, and the Five of Pentacles is usually talking about things really being shaken up. There's the ground's kind of moving beneath our feet. Everything's in disorder. There's chaos and confusion. It's almost as if there is a bit of an earthquake, and then this tower is kind of the things falling off the walls and the kind of ground opening up and just, car alarms going off, and it's just chaos, But I think this is kind of the situation that you walked into. Now, this could still be a work situation. It could be that there was a change, a changing of the guard. This, maybe what I'm calling the matriarch, could be a supervisor type person or a manager or an owner. And they've kind of handed things off to you. So this could be a career, workplace kind of thing, as much as it could be something happening in your family, in your home. Okay. I feel like there's a transferring of the responsibility to you. And you've kind of walked into, excuse the language, kind of a shit show. Okay. It seems there's a lot of confusion, a lot of disorder. But this is now it's your mess. Now you've got to clean it up, you know. And I feel like there are kind of two main people involved here. I think they're both represented by these air sign cards. Okay, we've got the princess and we've got the knight. So this is kind of the youngest member of this situation and kind of the oldest veteran kind of person in this situation. And we'll go here first to the princess here. I think this is like a younger coworker, younger family member who kind of thinks they know what to do. They want to be involved. They want to help. But they just kind of make a mess of things more. You know, they mean well. They have good intentions, but they don't know what they're doing. Okay. But they're trying to help. And I see that they're kind of beneath the surface here. This is someone that you're kind of trying to ignore. You're trying to kind of, you know, not really be bothered with them because you kind of know that they just, look, I know you mean well, but you're not helping. That kind of thing. Maybe an air sign person, maybe just a younger, really outgoing kind of person that wants to get involved, you know, but is just kind of making a mess of things. So they have that air energy about them in that way. Okay. The other court card is this Knight of Swords. I think this is an older, maybe masculine energy person who also wants to get involved because they think they know better, because they've been around for years and years and years, and they kind of want to sit in their chair and criticize everything that you do. It's just like the grumpy old man vibe. Okay. So again, this could be in the family, it could be in the workplace, but they don't really want to do it. They don't have the responsibility. They don't have the energy. They don't want to really get involved beyond telling you what you're doing wrong. Okay. And this is, I mean, they could be an air sign person, but I think they just have this way of communicating that is annoying, like the Princess of Swords, but in a different way. It's a different kind of annoying, right? And this is just like that grumpy old man trying to tell you what you're doing wrong, criticizing everything, complaining about everything, but not being willing to really take any positive steps to find a solution to whatever this problem is. Whatever this chaos is that we're stepping into, that person, neither of these people are really going to help, right? They think they're helping, but they're really not. They're just kind of making things more complicated for you. Okay. And I think that's where a lot of this fire energy comes from. This is the centralized fire of the whole reading. And I think this is really just you just taking charge, being the leader, being the authority, making decisions, giving directions, being firm, and not putting up with any of this kind of air energy coming in. That's just trying to, the air is just interfering, right? So it really is just maintaining this fire, this confidence, this leadership to push through and do what you need to do, okay, to get this thing taken care of. Now we're going to move to the path of the Serpent now, because this is a lot of more air, a lot of water energy too over here, okay? The first thing is this general energy, the Four of Swords. This is your goal. This is your focus right now, trying to resolve this mess, this problem. Whatever is this kind of disaster, this chaos and confusion that you've inherited or that you've stepped into, it's your responsibility now. You're trying to fix it, okay? You're trying to organize it mentally and work out a plan, sort it out, and get it taken care of, okay? So this is your general energy, your general vibe right now is focused on the resolution of this, okay? And I think that since we have the air here and we have these two air court cards, that it's kind of, that's the interference, right? It's like you have this goal, this aspiration, desire, this will to fix everything, to organize it, to get a resolution, to come up with the most logical plan, the best course of action. And this air that we see with these two, these are just kind of fluttering around and disturbing this organization that you're trying to establish. You know, it's like you finally got the paperwork organized, and then they just come in like a whirlwind of air, and all the papers are a mess all over the floor again. Now you've got to reorganize it, you know. So that's where, again, I see that fire energy really benefiting you, to keep people away. Just give them something else to do, right? Give them something else to do to keep them busy so they don't bother you, basically. You know, sometimes we have to do that. The next card that we see is this Two of Cups. This is love. This is a lot of good feelings. This could be indeed the relationship that you have with this, who we're calling the matriarch, this Empress over here. Whoever was the previous kind of, boss figure here. If this is a work thing, if this is a family thing. There's a strong connection between the two of you. I think you really feel it is your duty and your honor now to be the responsible party and to take care of this issue, this situation, because of the respect and love that you have for that Empress, whoever this person is. And the two of Cups is also talking about what's going to be the biggest help to you right now. What are the resources that you can utilize in your environment to help get through this situation, to make this situation kind of guarantee the best outcome. Okay? And that's love. So, I'm still leaning towards this being a family thing. If it's not your literal blood family, and this is indeed a work situation, I feel like it's a work family. Like, I feel like it's a very tight-knit group over there. So the love in your environment is what is really going to help you through this situation. It's going to be this fire, but it's going to also be this water. Okay? It's going to be recruiting those people who also feel an obligation, a moral duty, a sense of love and connection with this matriarch figure, with this Empress person. You've got to recruit everybody that really is dedicated to that person, or that really was close with that person, valued that relationship, honored that person. Those are your people. Those are who will have the right type of energy to help get through this situation. It's not these two air individuals here. But it is whoever in this situation have the strongest, deepest connection with this matriarch figure, right? And I think you know who those people are. It's the real tight family, the real love kind of relationship. I think those are the people that you can kind of recruit to help get you through this. As well as maintaining this fire energy, being the leader, being strong, not showing your emotion, not showing your weakness, not showing any kind of variability. You have to be steadfast. And I think that's going to be the combination of fire, water that's going to get this thing completed, get it rolling, get you out of this kind of tower moment, this chaos that we see. Because I feel like this person maybe has left rather abruptly, the Empress person. I think maybe it wasn't a lot of planning this thing. They either just kind of one day quit, or they ascended to the next plane of being rather quickly. Okay? And my condolences if that is the actual circumstances. Okay. But I feel like it was quick, and so you've been kind of thrust into this chaos that you're now working to resolve. Okay. The fears, worries, and concerns. The Eight of Cups. This is really where you're going to start to kind of feel the ups and downs of this thing. I do feel like it's something that you are very emotionally connected with. Like I said, there's a lot of love for this Empress, this matriarch figure. I really do feel like this is family. Even if it's work, it feels more like family. But I feel like it's really going to test your patience. It's going to test your commitment. It's going to test your resolve. It's going to test your fire. And it's going to test this water with the Two of Cups. You know, I think some moments you're going to just feel very, very connected, very eager, and very committed. And the next moment you're going to just want to give up. You're going to want to throw in the towel and just call it quits because it's too much. It's chaos. It's just confusion, disorder. So you're going to have some emotional fluctuations in this situation, especially if this is a family thing. And again, my condolences. There are going to be moments of weakness, and it's just like you're going to have to, remove yourself, go for a drive, go for a walk, confide in your person, and just recover, take some breaths, get your fire back, and then go back to work and keep working at this. Keep trying to get through this situation. But, in front of the team, it's like you have to maintain this Two of Wands fire, But it's going to be difficult. There's going to be a lot of fluctuation in your emotions with this. Okay. Now, the final card on the path of the Serpent is this Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like this is a job well done. I feel like you are going to get a handle on this situation. You're going to fully master whatever it is that's going on, if it's something financial or something related to the estate. It's going to be a job well done. You're going to have a real sense of satisfaction and accomplishment when this is all kind of over with. You're going to feel a certain sense of pride because you've maintained, because you've held out, because you followed through. You committed to this and you saw it through till the end despite the difficulties. You were able to do it. So I feel like this is really, not only that, it's the emotionally satisfying part of it, but it's also going to be satisfying in a way where now you've kind of learned through all this. This is maybe something that you've never really had to do before, so you don't really know the laws and the details and the procedures and the paperwork and all the technical stuff about it. You've never done that before, so you were really able to learn something and like a new skill through all of this. And I think that's very satisfying to you as well. It's got that emotional satisfaction, that pride that you feel. But then it's also like, wow, okay, I learned a lot through this process. It was difficult and emotional, but you've gained new skills really through that. You got to exercise your leadership skills. You've learned the kind of technical ins and outs of whatever the situation is, So I think there's going to be a real sense of accomplishment and satisfaction at the end of this path. But let's look at the mystery card. Let's see what we might be able to learn through this card. I don't have really much of a speculation on what this could be. It might give us a clue if this is more financial and work-related, or if it's more family-related and, with the estate or something. So let's see what we've got. Well, we've got a Knight of Swords. So we really have a repeat of this one over here. And, I wonder if this person if there's more than meets the eye to this person here. We call this the grumpy old man, right? I wonder if this is really the main kind of focus or the main test for you, is how you deal with this grumpy old man. Because I feel like with their age, their seniority, that they have still a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom here. But you have to get past that grumpy old man persona in order to get to the real wisdom and depth of this person. Okay? So I feel like this is kind of another component of this situation for you, like another kind of little side quest, a little test, is how you deal with this person and how you are able to perhaps get through, penetrate that persona and really get their wisdom or their guidance. Because I almost feel like they're kind of a hidden mentor, Like they have some kind of, they're just a sage, but they're hiding behind this persona that is very abrasive and off-putting. And that's kind of the challenge. If you can get through that abrasive personality, then you get the wisdom, you get the teaching, you get the knowledge, right? I'd almost expect a Hierophant card here to kind of, or a Hermit even, to reinforce that idea. But just the fact that we have 2 of the Knight of Swords here is telling me that our first interpretation of this grumpy old man was limited, perhaps, and short-sighted. So it seems to me like there is a deeper challenge with that person, okay? And they have some knowledge or information that would be useful for you if you could penetrate that abrasive, like, outer shell, you know? So I think we're going to take a look at this in the extended a little bit more and see if we can get, you know, maybe a deeper understanding of some of these energies. If you want to become a member to the channel, and I encourage you to do that, it's a great way to support us here at Dove and Serpent Tarot. You can click on the link that's right up here, and you can have access to all of the extended readings for all of the weekly and monthly videos. Okay. This was your weekly tarot reading for February 19th through 25th on Dove and Serpent Tarot.